advantage of the
Leading
American
off
League.
and playing
Getting some
second
booze
base
there.
from the Minnesota Twins, Rod Carew. Batting second and playing center field for the New York Yankees, Bobby Mercer.
That's Rod Carew.
Batting third and playing left field from the Boston Red Sox, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth and playing right field from the Baltimore Orioles, Frank Robinson. Batting fifth.
The third basemen are going to have to be alert. On deck is Carl Yastrzemski.
Curt Tony Conigliaro, as everyone knows, retired from baseball a couple of days ago, and the repercussions were felt in Boston. Billy C. criticized Carl Yastrzemski coming up to bat now. Let's hear what Carl Yastrzemski has to say about the problems up in Boston.
Well, there shouldn't have been anything controversial brought out about anything. I played baseball for 10 years. I love the game. I've worked hard to achieve what I have. I know deep down in my heart that I personally have not had anybody ever traded or fired.
It's Carl Yastrzemski as the pot is bowling during the All-Star break in Boston. Yastrzemski's flying back early tomorrow to attend a Red Sox workout. The count, 1 strike to Yastrzemski. Mercer at first, 1 out, no score, last to the first. Foul back. Yastrzemski tied an All-Star game record by coming up with 4 hits in last year's game. He had 3 singles, a double. He was voted the outstanding player of the game. He played 6 innings in the outfield and 6 innings at first base. Takes one of the hardest swings in baseball. 3 times an American League batting champion. A complete player can beat you with the glove, the arm, running the bases, or with his bat. 2 strikes. Change up, bounce slowly to second. Beckert will have to go to first baseman McCovey. Mercer advances into scoring position. 2 down, and Frank Robinson.
The picture looking at McCovey.
Carl Yastrzemski grounded out to second his first time. He hits a high fly to left fielder Stargell. Harrelson going up. The wind holds it up. Look at that wind hold that ball up and left. Everything hit to right. Given a free ride. Balls in the air to left are being held up. Two down. The Giants are trying to hold their lead in the National League West. And this man on the mound right now will be a key for them. See if they can hold on for their divisional title against the challenging Dodgers. Carl Yastrzemski is grounded out and popped up. Giants are 6 games ahead of the Dodgers. And they, at one stage, led them by 11 or 12. Inside to Yastrzemski for a ball. The American League is warming up Cookie Rojas and Al Kaline in their bullpen. 1-1.
Marichal's really got the screwball going now. He threw 2 good ones to Mercer. Now a good one to Yastrzemski. To hit that pitch, they're going to have to try to go to the opposite field. There's Rojas throwing to the American League.
2 down. Carew at first. 1-1 to Yastrzemski. American League out in front, 4-3 in the last of the 5th inning. All the runs coming from homers.
Marichal used to pitching with the wind blowing out to right field in Candlestick Park.
2-1. He has some kind of motions, doesn't he?
Changes speeds. He'll throw a quick screwball. And he'll throw a little slower one. Then you think you just about got it, and he really changes up, and it drops off the table.
2 balls and a strike. Foul back, 2-2.
Ferguson Jenkins warming up for the National League.
Next Saturday we'll be in Atlanta. Our game of the week, the Braves and the Dodgers, 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. Remember, every Saturday we're on NBC television for the game of the week, the top Major League game of that week. Usually it's Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern Time.
Get a chance to see that Dodger ball club. They had a hot streak, looked like they were going to catch those Giants, and then they went to Chicago. Cubs beat them 4 straight. Giants increased their lead.
The count to Yastrzemski is 2-2. Carew at first, 2 down. Ground ball to Beckert. Over to May, and that's all for the American League in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. We've gone 5 innings in Detroit, and the scores, the American League 4 and the National League 3. All right, we've got some more changes now. Pete Rose has gone to right field for the National League. That's Earl Weaver out checking the batting order. Bobby Bonds goes to center field. Felix Mion to second base. And Ron Santo to third. 4 more changes for the National League. They've really shuffled their lineup tonight. Carl Yastrzemski leading off for the American League in the last of the 8th. He's gone hitless in 3 times. Facing Don Wilson, working on his 2nd inning. He breezed through the 7th. Ball 1. Andy Messersmith and Sonny Siebert, 2 right-handers, are getting ready for the American League and the 9th inning in case they're needed. 2-0 to Yastrzemski. There they are, Siebert and Messersmith. Three and nothing to Yastrzemski. Rick Wise of the Phillies loosening up in the National League bullpen. 3-1 to him.
Wilson looks quick too, Curt. Got a good fastball. Wise warming up for the National League.
He's throwing as hard as anyone tonight. Foul back of us, 3-2 to Yastrzemski. Ball 4, Yastrzemski's on. Al Kaline went up once, had a hit, and he gets a fine ovation from the hometown Tiger fans. Youngest player to ever win an American League batting title. 2 months younger than Ty Cobb was when he won his first one. The strike to him.
Carl Yastrzemski down on first base is a base-stealing threat. Stealing more and more these past couple of years.
Right by him, 2 strikes. 6-4. The American League ahead, last of the 8th inning. One and 2. Count goes 2-2 to Kaline. Armin Killebrew due up behind him. Blazing fastball by Wilson. First strikeout for him. Killebrew had a 2-run homer to left. in the 6th inning. And right now is the margin in this game. When you look up here in left field, ball 1, and see that roof up there where Killebrew hit the ball over. He and Howard are the only 2 who have ever done it. It's an amazing feat. One and one. And also you remember the batters like Jimmy Fox and Hank Greenberg couldn't do it. A lot of big right-handers. But this man is one of the 2 in the history of this ballpark to do it. 2-1.
Curt, they talk about the longest home run ever, and I guess that'll be a constant debate, but they say Babe Ruth hit one in this park that traveled, and it was measured 625 feet.
Boy. 2-1 pitch. Down to third baseman Sano. For 1, over to first. They've got the double play. Sano, Demian, DeMay. And now we're going to the top of the 9th inning and the last chance for the National League. There were no runs, no hits, nobody left. At the end of 8, it's the American 6, the National League 4.